So the lineups came out.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the draft happened, and so now we know who each team has. So I'm going to ask a simple question. Who do y'all think's winning?
Team LeBron.
Team Bron, what you got?
Giannis.
Team Giannis. I'm going Team Bron.
I mean, yeah, LeBron has a bunch of he has a bunch of good starters, but Giannis focused on that big man. He focused on that big man.
Yeah, he got Rudy and Bam. But starter-wise, it's like...
starter-wise, don't get me wrong. Starter-wise,
and that's going to be the difference.
LeBron hit it out the park.
Those starters are who's going to be mainly playing those. So, I mean...
One thing I do give Giannis, though, is if you look at the players that he picks players that all play together. Mm-hmm. So, he picked, like, Bam and Jimmy Butler. And then he picked him and Chris Middleton. He picked, who else is it? Pascal Siakam and Kyle Lowry. So he was picking teammates of each other.
He got chemistry.
So, yeah, he's got chemistry.
Bron has that, too.
But, yeah, if you look at...
Bron has him and AD.
I think they have another duo on there. I don't have the roster.
And then if you look at it, Bron, he's got James Harden, who averages, 35 a game. Yeah. And then he's got Luka Doncic, who's averaging, 30 also. And then he's also got Damian Lillard, who's averaged 50 in the past 10 games.
I like his pickups of Kawhi and AD.
Yeah.
Starter's going to win this because not only offensively on Bron's team, but defensively against Giannis's team. The only unstoppable guy I see on Giannis's team is himself.
Yeah, I feel like Giannis tried focusing too much on the paint.
Mm-hmm.
If you actually watch pick after pick, he was picking big men first.
Yeah, so, and it's like, look at how. So Giannis is there because of his team's success.
Mm-hmm.
He probably wouldn't be the leading vote getter if his team was doing bad. Look at how your team is built that makes you successful. It's you crashing and a bunch of shooters. You can't focus on the paint whenever you can only score in the paint.
Yeah.
That's what the Sixers are having trouble with.
Because they have no shooters.
Yeah. Well, now they got two, but...
shooters.
Sure.
And if you actually broke down the All-Star game, if you look at it, basically it's East versus West, except Rudy Gobert switched to the East, and Brandon Ingram switched, and Donovan Mitchell switched to the East.
Yeah.
Brandon Ingram was...
He's West. He's from Pelicans.
Yeah.
Yeah, but in draft-wise, I think he got picked on Team Giannis.
Yeah, he's Team Giannis. Giannis called him Kevin Durant.
Oh, my God.
I see it. I see the comparisons, especially this year.
Both tall, skinny, can score.
Yeah. I think something that we got to take into account, though, is how the game is now, where it's three mini games and then one game to 24, basically. So we got to take that into account. But I don't know. I just don't see it. Not even putting that into account.
This
affecting it.
Yeah, the format has nothing. The format's going to have nothing to do with it.
Yeah, it's still an All-Star game.
Yeah.
The only thing's different is what point you finish with.
Honestly, All-Star game is just just for a night to for them to be crazy and do.
Used to be. Now it's competitive.
But it used to be crazy things.
It was already laying down.
It was their day to not take anything seriously because it's
Well, you don't want to be too serious because it is just a recreation game.
Yeah,
in the middle of the season.
Yeah.
Smack dab in a halfway point of the season. Thanks for watching Zone 623. If you want more, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. And if you want written columns, make sure to like Zone 623 on Facebook and follow me on Twitter @WagonsBoy and on Instagram @EsRadical.